right, mates. Ready for another deep dive. This time, we're getting into the thick of it. The latest Spurs transfer buzz. We've got our eyes on this young Argentinian talent, Kevin Zenon.
Oh, this is going to be good. I love a good transfer rumor, especially when it's about a potential future star for our beloved Spurs.
Right. And Football Talk is saying he could even be a long-term replacement for Sonny.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sonny's a legend, irreplaceable. But yeah, Father Time waits for no one, right? Even our golden boy. So I guess it makes sense to start thinking about the future.
Yeah, no disrespect to Sonny, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, the article says Zenon's been turning heads playing for Boca Juniors. Apparently one of the standout performers in the Argentinian league. And that's a proper league, not like some of those.
Yeah, I get you. Not exactly a walk in the park down there.
Exactly. And get this, he's versatile. Plays on the wing, left back, even attacking midfield.
Hang on. Versatile, you say? That sounds right up Ange's alley. Remember how he used Perisic last season? Wing back? Zenon could be that same kind of tactical Swiss Army knife.
It's like you're reading my mind. And, Ange has that magic touch with young players. Look at what he did with Rio Hatate and Kyogo. Those lads came from the J-League, and now they're bossing it in the Prem.
True. But the Premier League, it's a different beast altogether. Faster, tougher, more demanding. Can Zenon handle the pressure cooker? That's the big question.
Well, he's already got a few caps for Argentina, hasn't he? And that's no easy feat. Plus, think about all the other Argentinians who smashed it here. Aguero, Tevez, Di Maria. Zenon could be the next big thing.
All right, calm down. Let's say he signs. How does he actually fit into the squad? Is he Sonny's successor on the left wing? Could he challenge Perisic at wingback? So many questions.
Imagine him and Kulu on the wings. Oh, the pace, the trickery, the goals. It'd be a new golden era for Spurs. I'm getting carried away, I know, but the possibilities, they're exciting.
Easy now, Tiger. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. He's young, still raw. He'll need time to adapt to Angeball, to gel with the squad.
You're right. But still, it's an exciting prospect.
Yeah.
Not just getting a ready-made star, but investing in a young talent, helping him reach his full potential with us at Spurs.
That's the Tottenham way, isn't it? Building for the future. Speaking of which, let's talk money. The article mentioned a release clause of £13 million. For a player of his potential, that sounds like a steal.
It does, doesn't it? Like back in the day when we snagged Delhi for a $5. What a bargain that turned out to be. Even in today's crazy market, £13 million for Zenon seems like a no-brainer.
It's a gamble, sure, but if he lives up to the hype, his value could skyrocket. Think of the profit, or even better, he helps us win some silverware.
Exactly, and think about how it fits with our transfer strategy. We're all about signing young players with potential. Zenon fits that mold perfectly.
It's smart business getting ahead of the curve. But here's the real question. Will he actually choose us?
The article did mention interest from other clubs, Premier League, and some European giants.
Yeah, we've got a fight on our hands. But Big Ange, he's got that pull, doesn't he? Attacking football, developing young talent.
And we're Tottenham. A big club, passionate fans playing in the best league in the world. That's got to count for something, right?
It should. So yeah, I think we've got a decent shot at landing him. It all comes down to whether Zenon sees Tottenham as the place to take his career to the next level.
All right, I'm ready for the next part of this deep dive. Tell me more about Zenon's playing style. What makes him so special?
Buckle up. We're about to go deep on Kevin Zenon. So you want to know what makes this Zenon fella so special? Well, think Livewire. The article says he's electric on the pitch. Apparently the lad's got this incredible burst of pace.
Pace, eh? Always a good thing, especially in the Prem. You need that speed to get past those defenders, create chances.
Right. But it's not just raw speed. He's technically gifted too. Close control, slick dribbling, can pick a pass. And they say he's got an eye for goal.
Hold on. So, we're talking speedster, A&D creative playmaker. That ticks all the boxes for Angeball. Those counterattacks last season. Imagine Zenon leading the charge, gets past a couple defenders, lays it off for Kane. Goal.
Easy there. Don't get carried away. We're talking potential here. He's still young, raw. The article does mention some areas he needs to work on. Decision-making in the final third can be a bit erratic. Tries to do too much sometimes.
The classic young player, full of confidence. He'll learn. Ange is brilliant at molding that raw talent, teaching them the tactical discipline they need to thrive.
You're not wrong, but the Premier League is a different beast. The physicality, the intensity, it takes time to adapt.
He's South American, isn't he? They've got that grit, that determination. He won't shy away from a challenge. Plus, imagine him at the Lane. The crowd, the atmosphere, he'll feed off that energy.
Maybe, maybe not. It can be intimidating for a young lad. Pressure can get to you. And let's not forget, this is all hypothetical. We don't even know if he'll sign.
True, but let's indulge for a moment. Let's say he does sign, hits the ground running. How do you think he'd adapt? Instant starter? Or needs time to adjust?
It all depends, doesn't it, how quickly he adapts to the pace, the physicality of the Prem. If he can handle that, I can see him getting decent playing time. Maybe not starting right away, but off the bench, making an impact.
And he's versatile, right? Ange can play him anywhere. Wing, wing back, midfield if needed. Tactical nightmare for the other teams.
You got it. That's the beauty of a player like Zenon. Unpredictable. Game changer.
Okay, let's talk money again. We talked about the release clause, but what about the economics of the deal? Is it as good as it sounds?
Financially, no-brainer. 13 million pounds in today's market is nothing, especially for a player with Zenon's potential. Low risk, high reward.
And the potential return on investment. Develops as expected, his value goes through the roof. Massive profit down the line. Or even better, he helps us win some trophies.
Now you're talking. It's a win-win. But let's be real, there's always that chance he doesn't live up to the hype. Happens all the time. Young players, lots of potential, doesn't always work out.
Yeah, but even if he doesn't become the next Sonny, there's value in a young, versatile player like Zenon. Depth, competition for places, pushes everyone to be better.
You know it. And he brings that South American flair, that passion.
Okay, we've talked about his playing style, the money, how he fits in the squad. But there's this one thing been bugging me.
Go on, what is it?
What if signing Zenon means more than just adding depth? What if it's a shift in Tottenham's whole attacking philosophy?
Whoa, now that's a thought. You're suggesting he could be a catalyst for change, a new era for Spurs.
Exactly. We all love Sonny, he's a legend, but he's got a certain style. What if Zenon, with his versatility, his dynamism, pushes Ange to experiment, to evolve his tactics?
Could happen. Ange loves that fluid attacking football. Players swapping positions, causing chaos. Zenon's ability to play across the front line gives him even more tactical options.
Formations we haven't even thought of. Zenon and Kulusevski swapping wings mid-match, bamboozling defenders. Zenon overlapping as a left back 1 minute, then popping up in the box to score a screamer the next. Revolution.
Whoa, hold your horses. Hypotheticals there. A lot needs to happen before we see Zenon in a Spurs shirt, let alone revolutionizing our attack.
True. But it's fun to dream, right? To imagine the possibilities. A new era for Tottenham. Young, dynamic, unpredictable. Taking the Premier League by storm.
All right, I'll play along. What would this new era look like? What changes tactically?
More movement, definitely. More fluidity in attack. Players not tied to specific positions. Interchanging, popping up in unexpected areas, keeping the opposition guessing.
And with Zenon's pace, his directness, more counter-attacking football. Imagine him bursting forward, Kane and Kulusevski up in support. Beautiful.
Exactly. And he can play out wide or centrally. Ange could even try a false nine system. Zenon is the focal point. No fixed striker, just constant movement, pulling defenders out of position, creating space.
Interesting idea. Would make us a lot more unpredictable, harder to defend against.
It's about evolving, staying ahead. The Premier League is constantly changing. We need to adapt to compete. Maybe Zenon is the first step, the spark that ignites something special at Tottenham.
You're a true believer. Don't forget, this is still a rumor. Long way to go before we see Zenon in lily white.
Right. But for now, let's enjoy the speculation, dream big, and see where this saga goes.
Speaking of speculation, there's one more angle. The article mentions how Zenon's arrival could impact the dynamics within the squad, especially the attack.
Intriguing. What do you mean?
Well, think about it. We've got a settled attacking unit. Sonny, Kane, Kulusevski, Richarlison, everyone has their roles, their positions. Zenon comes in, shakes things up a bit.
Yeah, creates competition for places. Competition's good, right? Pushes everyone to raise their game.
Of course, but it can also create tension. Players feeling their position is under threat.
Good point. I wonder how Sonny would feel. He's the captain, the leader. Would he see Zenon as a challenge or a threat?
Only Sonny knows. But Ange will handle it carefully. He's good at managing egos, keeping a positive team spirit.
And Sonny's a true pro, team player all the way. If Zenon helps us win trophies, I'm sure Sonny would welcome him.
Let's hope that's how it plays out. But for now, it's all speculation.
Speaking of, do you think signing Zenon means the end for any of our current attackers?
Tough one. Depends on how Zenon performs, how he adapts, how Ange uses him. But if I had to guess, Richarlison might be the most vulnerable.
Really? Why Richarlison?
He's been inconsistent this season, not quite lived up to expectations since he came from Everton. Zenon's versatility means he could cover all the positions Richarlison plays.
True, but Richarlison's a fighter, a goal scorer. I wouldn't write him off just yet.
Fair enough. But Zenon's arrival definitely adds another layer of intrigue to our attack.
All right, final part of this deep dive. Where do we go from here? What should we look for as this transfer saga unfolds? Well, first things first, we need to see if Spurs actually make a bid, right? Right now, it's all just talk, rumors. Nothing's for sure until we hear from the club.
Exactly. Keep your eyes on the news, socials, all the usual gossip sites. Things can move fast, 1 minute it's nothing, next minute, boom, deal done.
And if a bid does come in, then it's Zenon's turn. Does he want to come? Is he interested in playing for Spurs? I bet his agent will be stirring things up, leaking stories to the press, trying to start a bidding war.
Oh, absolutely. That's the game.
Yeah.
And don't forget, those other clubs, the big ones we talked about, if they start making offers, things could get messy for us.
The good old-fashioned transfer battle. That's what the January window's all about. But let's say, just for fun, he does choose Spurs. What should we be looking for then?
Well, the contract, for starters, how long is it? What are the terms? Any buyout clauses? All those little details that tell you what the club's thinking, their long-term plans for him.
And of course, the fee. If it's close to that £13 million, then it's a steal. But if it's a lot higher, well, that tells you they really believe in him. They're willing to splash the cash.
And then once he's here in London, it's all about how quickly he adapts. Does he hit the ground running? Or does he struggle? Those first few matches will be telling.
Yeah, early performances can really set the tone. Starts banging in the goals, setting up chances. The fans will go wild. But if he's struggling, looking lost, then the pressure builds.
And let's not forget about Ange. How's he going to use him? Starter, impact sub, wing back, midfield. Only Ange knows.
And his decisions will tell us a lot. Is Zenon a key player? Or just another squad member? Guess we'll have to wait and see.
That's the beauty of it all, isn't it? The guessing, the rumors, the anticipation. It's all part of the game.
Couldn't said it better myself. So to our listeners, keep those eyes peeled for any news on Zenon. And if he does sign for us, well, get ready for an exciting new chapter. Who knows? Maybe he is the start of a new golden era for Tottenham. COYS.